Hey Cakenistas, it's Marisha. How you doing? I thought that it was about time that I bring you guys a really fun summertime cake. Nothing screams summertime like a vacation and a watermelon. I found this Jolly Rancher flavored watermelon jello. And I said, oh my goodness, I have to use it in a cake. They're one of those candies that you wish were gummy so you could just start chewing on it without any issue. I want to see if it tastes like watermelon Jolly Rancher candy. This is gonna be a lot of fun to make. It's perfect for the summertime, perfect for July 4th and everything else that we have coming up. We're going to do a really beautiful design. Whatever comes to my heart, whatever flows from my buttercream veins, that's what we're going to do. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, press on the notification bell, and let's get started. Here is that Jolly Rancher watermelon jello. I have never seen this before. I have not seen this since, and that watermelon is looking a little bit too chill if you ask me. So here are all of the ingredients that I'm going to be using for my cake. I'm going to start off by adding all of my dry ingredients into a large bowl. My granulated sugar, my cake flour, half of that jello packet, add my salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Give all of those dry ingredients a quick whisk and then add in the buttermilk, the oil, and instead of whole eggs, I'm going to do egg whites so that my cake is true to color. Check the description for the full recipe. I am loving the pale pink that this is giving me, but I'm trying to decide if I want to do more. Should I take the extra little bit of effort and make this cake look like a watermelon on the inside, or should I just leave it whatever color it is? Let's take the extra effort. We put that extra bit of work in for a better outcome. Yes. So I divided my batter into 3 parts. I'm going to leave one part, that natural pale pink color that the jello gives me. Then I'm going to take another part and add some hot pink to that batter. These are going into a 6-inch cake pan. If you want to make 8-inch cakes, just double this recipe. That last part is going to be dyed with a green gel color. I baked these cakes at 350 degrees in a preheated oven for about 25 minutes. I wanted to make sure that they didn't brown too much, if at all, so that I could get that gorgeous color. When I poured my batter into my cake pans, I did more of that deeper hot pink color than anything, and I did a lot less of that green, and you will see why a little bit later. She's doing things on purpose, on accident, and it's turning out good. On purpose. Accidentally. The buttercream that I'm going to be using for this is a mock meringue buttercream. I wanted something that was super smooth, but not too fluffy. I wanted to also make sure that I used a buttercream that was not going to be too sweet. It's almost like pairing a fine wine to a meal. When you have a sweet cake, you don't want to have an overly sweet buttercream. I'm going to do a separate video of how to make this mock meringue buttercream, so I'm not going to explain too much here, but look out for that video. It will be coming out shortly if it hasn't come out yet. My frosting is looking gorgeous. She's sitting pretty in the bowl. Now let's take a look at these cake layers. I am super impressed. Can you say summer fun? Like, this is gorgeous. I'm not even going to cut the dome off because they're already short layers. The only thing that I'm going to worry about is stacking and filling my cake layers, starting with that green for the watermelon rind, then going to that gorgeous pale pink, and then the hot pink. I made sure to crumb coat this cake and then refrigerate it for about 30 minutes so that everything was nice and firm and I can get to decorating. I colored some of my buttercream in this really gorgeous leaf green. I'm going to pipe a little bit of it on the bottom of the cake. And you can see I'm keeping it super simple. I just put my frosting in a sandwich bag and cut the corner to use it as a piping bag. Next I'm going to add some white buttercream And then I'm going to add the final layer to the rest of the cake, which is going to be my pale pink. I need a pina colada. And this is going to create a really nice ombre effect. I want to make sure that the green flows into the white, which flows into the pink, and it looks all nice and smooth and watermelon-like. Could you imagine if I was just done right here? Like, I'm done. Enjoy watermelon couture. I don't want to do anymore. I am actually putting all of the buttercream that I have been scraping off of the cake to the side. The green combined with the pink combined with the white. I'm not mixing it. I'm making sure that it stays separate. But I'm going to put all of that into a piping bag along with some hot pink buttercream and a gorgeous piping tip. I don't know where I'm going to take it from here, but I know I like this piping tip. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. You guys know, if you watch my videos, I am good for letting that piping tip walk while I talk. You go ahead and do the walking. I'm just letting my buttercream flow out of the tip, and it's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. These tube tips that I come across are absolutely amazing. I love the contrast of that pale pink and that hot pink with that green and that white. Everything in me wanted to say dynamite, but seriously, come on now. Yeah, I've been into ruffles lately. I've discovered them and now I just can't let go. The actual watermelon on the inside is gorgeous. It's almost shimmery, at least that's how I feel about it. It may not shimmer at all. I'm going to mimic that texture with some sanding sugar. I've lined my area with some wonderful circulars that come in the mail. That is really what the circulars are good for nowadays, because you definitely can't find too many coupons, and we need them now more than ever. So I'm not understanding. But I'm just literally going to toss my sugar towards the top area of my cake. I've colored a small amount of buttercream black, and I'm going to pipe on some watermelon seeds using a small round piping tip. I did this very timidly at first, which is why I'm moving so slowly. I was very scared. I was nervous. I didn't know what pattern, how many, but I just pretty much went with the flow of things, and I think it came out pretty well. Oftentimes, you just have to do like the internet says and trust the process. The next thing you know, you've got something completely magical. I love the way this looks. I'm also going to pipe little polka dots or little seeds onto my ruffles. It just brings the theme upwards, up the entire cake. Not to mention, black on pink always looks couture. It looks super fashionable. I had a black and pink phase myself. I love the green and the watermelon rind. I feel like it's going to bring the cake to life. I'm going to add some watermelon wedges to the top of the cake in between each ruffle. And I typically do like to incorporate the fruit, like the fresh fruit, into the cake. And it adds another element. It almost looks like artwork at this point. There's a lot of depth on top, but none on the bottom. To balance out the cake, I should add a little bit of a deeper green to the very bottom. I'm going to do that just with some gel dye on a brush. Some people at this point might actually color buttercream a darker green or pipe a small border. I don't want to do any of that. I literally just want to take some green gel dye and swipe it on there. This cake is so gorgeous that I'm inspired to pull out my gold leaf. I haven't pulled out my gold leaf in quite some time. It's been at least a month. Okay, so we're gonna do that now. And we are going to set this gorgeous cake off properly, like she deserves to be set off. Oh, she is a she. She is a whole she. Hey there, gorgeous. Introduce yourself. If you think the outside is beautiful, just wait till you see me slice into this cake. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Couture and a watermelon layer cake. Bye, guys. Can you see how the green layer is thinner, like the rind of the watermelon would be? And then the meat of the cake, which is that deep pink like a watermelon. It has that strong watermelon flavor while tasting like a taffy, like a hard candy. It's really sweet, which is why I'm glad that I cut the sugar back. I'm going to put the recipe to this on my website, MarishasCoutureCakes.com. This cake made me very proud. I was very happy. How you like me now? The cake nista of the day is going to go to Genesis Silva on my The Ultimate Disrespect, he was cray video. Genesis says, girl, I recently found your channel when looking up a cinnamon toast crunch cake recipe, which I do have here on the channel. I'm addicted to your content. Thank you, Genesis. You are beautiful, girl. Slay. Positive and intelligent. Thank you so much. I'm addicted to your channel. Keep the videos coming. Much love from Denver, Colorado. And then you know what? Somebody wrote me from Denver, Colorado. I have to write you back. Oh my goodness. I read it and I was like, oh wow, Denver is really popping up in here. Thank you so much, Genesis. This was the most beautiful comment. All that love. That was just such a sweet comment. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much. I thank you all who have subscribed to the channel and who have been here since day 2, because nobody was here on day 1. Man, it was a few days. It was just me talking to myself, I want y'all to remember that. That was a good quote. Build it and they will come. It may take a long time, a few years, maybe even a decade, but they'll come. Don't you ever give up. Because if you give up, literally nobody can come. Is that the ice cream truck? He's going real slow. It's almost like he's waiting for me. I have cash. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please visit my website, MarishasCoutureCakes.com. Let me know down below what you guys want to see next. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, Cake Nistas.